Dance of Deceit. You were relatively innocent when dark desires started to bloom within. They pulled on your heartstrings, plaintive, gnawing hunger that persuaded aggressive. The tiny voice of want grew into the clamour of legions, and when you couldn't ignore them any longer, you started to listen closely as they began to speak. Their demands were myriad, full of artful, illicit pique. They asked you to become shiny and visible. They wanted the others to see you in glory. They begged you to put yourself out there. They urged your good sense to take leave. The voices became you, the insidious whispers in your ears, your conscience now. Indifferent to your own, you began the dance of deceit. You emerged transformed, a butterfly of seduction, a new version in all the wrappings of chicane, a creature made from the hunger of wants, the ache of craving that motivated to satisfy, building layer upon layer the little white lies, stacked upon murky oceans of areas grey, until all color becomes dark as night, deceit's black cloak that heavily weighs. Clever manipulation of moods and men, controlling parallels that must never kiss. Those that worship and adore you at their altar. How glorious those days of hedonistic bliss. It wasn't enough to play the field. For what good is it to indulge without display? A select audience, sheep to preach, crowing over conquests, gloating speech. You sprouted gossamer wings of the finest silk, flitting from flower to flower, intoxicated by their nectar. You wanted to taste the sun and take his power. Flew too close like Icarus, melted wings, fell to sea. He whom you danced around deceiving found the thread you left dangling free. He tugged and pulled, unraveled it all, knows now everything, shattered with fall. The cloak that once billowed with the pride of passion now lay entangled, tripping, nipping at your feet. With each rip, the lies fell to the ground, revealing cracks in the fabric of your deception. Truth emerged, scarred and ugly, tattoo of your folly. Confronted by arrows of accusation so true, the rain of wrath descended in affronted slew. You stood there while the voices started to wail in denial. Unified then in greed, now one by one stand in trial. Throwing shade and deflecting blame, it wasn't us, it was them. Anger belligerent at being caught out. How you balked at being unmasked. Rationalize, victimize, and minimize your acts when all involved were just stating the facts. No friend or lover to hide behind anymore. Open wound of your indiscretion so raw. When you bleed the blood that you owe, it's karma, my sweet, you reap what you sow.